Now we need to set the limit. Okay, so for this, you know how to set the limit. Okay, limit information, this should go in translate x. Let us check it once. Yes, translate x as well as translate y. Okay, so this should go in translate x, sorry, translate y and translate x, not translate z. Okay, so go to attribute editor. So this is the 0th position, and the translate, it is showing in rotate. Okay, to open translate current position, so we should give the maximum position. Okay, so come to the, yes, so I'm just pulling it here. This is translate to y. Okay, translate to y. So first I should give minimum or maximum. Minimum, I think it won't, oh sorry, yes, yes, I think it won't come down. Yes, it is not coming down, so we need to give maximum. Pull it there, maximum. Okay, so it won't go more than that. So again make it 0 here, again bring it down, transfer the value here to the minimum and select the option. Okay, now it is limited. Okay, let us keep it 0. Now again I should move it to the translate x and translate y, sorry, translate x minus translate x plus, minimum and maximum. So I'm just going to, it is in 0, I'm just going to this place minus value. Let us check if it is working or not. Yes, it is not working, so I should change it here to the minimum because it is in minus. Okay, so make it 0 and come to this end, pull it to that side, the value, select the tick mark. Okay, now it is fine. Okay, now once when you select, okay, see this box controller is limited or locked within this box. Okay, so that is what we need. It is limited within this box, and similarly you know how to give a limit for all these things. Okay, uh, see, for this group, so we have modified the pivot, and for this group it is not modified, as well as for all the wheel groups I did not modify the pivot. So I should modify the pivot so that I can start rigging the wheels. So I'm just selecting the D in the front view. On the back view, just going to press D and move, and sorry, what is this, press D and move, press and hold D, and I'm moving it, moving the pivot here. Okay, now press and hold D again, come here and move it here. Okay, so I think I should pull it a little bit outside. Okay, so same thing I should do for the rear wheel, because we need to give connectivity for the steering wheel. Yes, it is fine. Okay, now see, let us see a few samples. Front left door, door left. Okay, pan control should be connected with door left group. Okay, and it is as easy as we know very well. Go to animation and open the driven key. Okay, now this pan controller. Okay, left pan controller, door left pan controller is the load, is the driver and should load it as driver, and this door left group, oh, yes, door left group loaded as driven. And so which axis we need to open? It is like rotate Y. So I'm selecting rotate Y. Okay, and this pan control. Okay, I didn't set the limit. Okay, so I'm going to control A, translate Y limit, translate Y. So maximum. Okay, so here I'm coming down here, bring it minimum. Okay, no. Okay, it is fine. Door left control, load driver, and door left group, load driven. So in which way it should open? It should open in rotate Y, and translate Y. Okay, so translate Y, and here rotate Y, right here. uh, yes, okay, translate Y and rotate Y. Okay, key it, bring it down, and select the door left group, rotate Y, open it little bit. Okay, now key it. Okay, yes, it is working fine. Okay, so similarly you should do for door right. See, something happened here. You can see the text door right has came outside. Okay, the door right, where is the text? Door right control label, translate. Come to the top view and align to the middle. Okay, yes, free transform. Okay, yeah, that's a different thing now. Actually, this is working fine. So you need to do it for the door, window right, window left, boot. Okay, for boot. Okay, it should open from here. Boot should open from here. Okay, let me show it. Maybe that'll be easy for you. Go to create and type boot, open, close. Sorry, that is bonnet. Anyway, I'll just go into give bonnet, open and close. Okay, so come here and reduce the size 0.03. rotate Z, sorry, yeah, rotate X, rotate Y first. What is this? Should rotate in this way, yes. Rotate Y minus 180 and rotate Z minus 90. Okay, from the front view. I'm reducing the size more 0.25. Okay, so go to modify, convert type to text, type to curve, right? Then delete the base mesh, give the name bonnet control label. Okay, so again go to set event key, bonnet open and close, limit the information. Okay, translate y0 maximum and pull it down here, minus value. Okay, limit, yes. Now load as driver and bonnet group load as driven and translate y for this. Okay, and for bonnet rotate Z. Okay, so rotate Z. Okay, give key, bring it down, and bonnet rotate Z. Okay, give key. Okay, that's it. So you do this for door right, window left. Actually this should be window left. Okay, so so this is window right. Okay, change it when you're doing for bonnet, changes bonnet boot, this is window left. And for steering wheel we need to connect all these wheels. We will do that. Steering wheel, suspension and cartoon controllers, and creating the setup for the master control. Everything we'll do by the next session, or else we will, no problem, we will do the suspension now. It will be easy for you. Okay, suspension. Okay, it should be in all these 4 ways so that you can understand easily. So I'm just going to take the suspension control, load as driver, and select this body control, sorry, the body group, load as driven. Okay, now so when my suspension, okay, moves forward, the body should rotate forward. I mean rotate y, no, rotate z. Okay, rotate z forward, rotate z backward. For this, translate x. Okay, see, I want to say you something like translate x and translate y. Okay, only that is needed for us. So for every attribute, every pan control, whichever the attribute is not needed, just select and lock and hide the selected attributes. Okay, right? So load as driver again, once again, then select the body group, load as driven. Okay, come to the right or back view. So I'm just going to select it. Okay, select the pan control, come to this, sorry, make it 0, translate x. Okay, and translate X, yes. So this is rotate Z. Okay, translate X and rotate Z, keep it in 0, key it. Translate X, bring it forward, rotate Z, rotate forward, key it. Okay, make it 0. Again, select this body group, pull it back, select this body group, rotate backwards and key it. Okay, now make it 0. Now translate Y. Okay, so translate Y and which axis we need for this car to rotate in the sideway. Translate X. Okay, so rotate X. So rotate X. Okay, load as, okay, it is already loaded as driven. Now just give key. Now pull it to the top, rotate X, rotate to a believable position. I'm just giving the value 8, give key, make it 0, pull it down, select this body, rotate X, -8, give key. Okay, now once when you select this, okay, you can see the body roll is happening. Okay, I should save my file. High time, I think the Maya has got crashed or something else. Oops, I'm sorry, it is not crashed. I have lost my window. How to gain it? Yes, go to perspective view. Yes, fine. Now select the suspension control. This is how the body roll of the car. When you brake it, okay, it will come to the front, go back, and it will have a roller. It will stop. Okay, we need to connect the front wheel groups. Okay, front wheel groups for the steering control and the steering wheel group for the steering control, and as well as we need to create a separate steering controller, and we need to create a master control, sorry, the main control, and connect the wheel with expression editor, then with the master control or global control along with that. After that we'll go to the cartoon rig. Okay, it is your task to do this all this doors, windows and everything. Okay, create this type of controllers, right? We are going to continue to rig uh, the other components, attributes and controls of this car. Okay, I hope all of you have had an understanding of how to create controller curves and connectivity using set driven key and grouping and all these things. Okay, we did for the door left and for the bonnet. Okay, and we have done how to do the suspension or braking. Once when you apply a brake, sudden brake, how a car should act. Okay, and all these things. And one thing I wanted to tell you, when it comes to the suspension, see, we have given connectivity by selecting the body group, right? See, when you select the body group, the pivot must be in the ground. Okay, by default it will be in the ground, but it should be in the ground actually, because only then the body will act according to the law of physics. Okay, or if you give modify and center pivot, you can see what will happen. See, it look like a toy. There is no realistic movement. Okay, and now this will work according to the law of physics. Okay, so I just wanted to mention this because by habit most of you simply uh, will do the center pivot after making the group. Okay, so where and all we need to make the pivot center is like for this labels. Okay, when you are creating the 3D mesh, you can after converting the label into curves, you can convert this pivot into the center pivot. Okay, so and for all these curves and whatever it is, but wherever it needs to be performed according to the physics or according to the mechanics, we should study that. Only then we should relocate our pivot point. Okay, see, say for example, front rear wheel group, you can see the pivot is here, and for the front right wheel group, you can see the pivot is in the axle. Okay, so and for the door, the pivot is for the door group, the pivot is in the hinge, or you can say it is a pillar, a pillar of the car. Okay, so because I have received a few doubts through text, like after giving center pivot, the car is the braking system or the suspension is acting in a weird way. So I just wanted to give some clarification. Okay, and before going to the other steps, uh, I want all of you to make sure that the unnecessary transformation attributes, whatever it is, everything should be what locked and hidden. Okay, because see, for this we need only translate y, we are doing it in up and down. If your controller setup is in a horizontal box, it's a horizontal box, it is in a horizontal way. Okay, if the box is like this, a rectangle box, okay, then it may be x, but here we have did in vertical position, so the controller should be in y, like how we given connectivity. So other than the y position, for all these 7 controller curves, I'm just giving lock and hide selected. Okay, even translate text is not needed, lock and hide selected. Okay, just because to avoid unnecessary translation. Okay, and this steering wheel, actually I did not give any limits. We are going to see how to rig the steering wheel. Okay, let us see for others. Boot open and close, bonnet open and close. Actually I have given you the exercise or work or the practice to how to do boot. Okay, to same like the bonnet and the door, right side door of the car, to perform or to do as same like the left side. And again I received a few doubts like the window. Okay, the window, once when you select this window, okay, you can see we have created a group for this window, and I have told you why do we need a group, because we are going to apply deformers for the entire mesh. Okay, we are going to apply deformers directly on the mesh. Okay, so we don't need or we should not giving any connectivity directly, any inputs directly over the mesh. Okay, so that is the reason we are creating groups, because once when a skin or a mesh gets multiple inputs, it may malfunction. The result may not be proper. So we are going to give what multiple kind of deformers. Deformers are a kind of what presets. Okay, so better to avoid this kind of connectivity or inputs. Okay, so that is the reason we are creating groups even for the small objects. Okay, so and when we have created the group, the pivot of the group is somewhere else or in middle of the world. Okay, so just go to modify and make center pivot as like same as you did for the right window. Do it for the left window, same do it for the right window. Now select the window group. Okay, and give connectivity, because I have received a doubt like I have selected the window, I have selected the group, and the pivot is not proper, all these things. Okay, it is very simple. See, I'm going to set driven key, I'm going to select the right window group, load as driven. Okay, or I'm going to take the left window group, load as driven, and translate Y. Okay, right? So translate Y, and here I'm going to take window left. Okay, uh, load as driver, translate Y. Both are in 0th position. Give key and pull this down. Select this window left window group, pull it down. Okay, give key. That's all. Just don't confuse the selection between the object and the group. Okay, it is one of the few doubts which I wanted to clear out of the doubts I received. Okay, so the same thing you can do for the other door, right? And the boot open and close the same as like the bonnet open and close. Braking is clear. Now we will see how to rig the steering wheel. Okay, it is not only the steering wheel. Okay, okay, this is the steering wheel. Actually we have created a group for the steering wheel. It's not only the steering wheel, it is actually the action or the visible action, like once when I move the steering control up and down, the steering wheel should also rotate as well as, okay, the wheels should also rotate. Okay, but there is a thing like, there is a limitation, like the wheel can rotate. See, I'm selecting the group, the first front, both front wheel groups. Okay, or I'm selecting one wheel. Okay, say for example, if I'm rotating a wheel, there is a limitation. Okay, so up to how or how far the wheel of a car can rotate. Okay, okay, so there is a limitation. Okay, it cannot rotate up to this. Okay, so this is a limitation of this mechanical device, sorry, mechanical body. Okay, so there is a limitation for the wheel practically to turn inside or outside. But when it comes to the steering wheel, okay, it should rotate at least 3 or 5 rotations, some minimum, one or two, or what, up to 5 rotations practically or originally it will take. Okay, in real world, right? So for this we are going to give an external connectivity, and for this wheels we are going to give connectivity through set driven key, as you know very well. Okay, say for example, you can see if you're in any movies or in real time, if you are steering your car very fast in any uh, turning, or in any what somewhere, if you want to take a narrow turn, you will keep on rotate the steering wheel. Okay, then you will pull it back to the normal. Okay, but if we connect this rotation to this steering left and right, see, I can go up to here, then there will be only limited rotation I can give. Okay, or even I can map it like some 5 rotations, like I can rotate it 5 times, and I can map it with this set driven key, this controller, or I can have a separate controller. Okay, see, this is possible. Which one is possible? When I'm moving this to the right side, okay, then I'm selecting the steering wheel and rotating some 5 times, then I am giving key for set driven key. That is also possible, but the front wheel rotation will mismatch. Okay, so if I want to rotate this front wheel up to this much, okay, this controller should go from here to here, the maximum rotation. Okay, sorry, the maximum radius, the maximum turning radius of this tire or wheel. The controller should go from here to here. But what will happen when I connect this to the steering wheel with multiple rotations? Okay, let me pull down this window so that I can access the steering wheel easily. Okay, what will happen if I connect this to this steering wheel is, I will pull this up, this rotation, oh yes, I'm selecting this, this rotation of the front wheel groove will happen only little bit. Okay, but the steering wheel will rotate rapidly fast, like 5 times. So there will be a mismatch in the mechanical connections, right? And one more thing, we are going to write coding for the expression for the uh, these wheel groups. Okay, but what we did is, uh, we have what modified the pivot point. Okay, so after modifying the pivot point, we should freeze the transformation. Okay, after modifying the pivot point, we should freeze the transformation. Okay, so I have did the freeze transformation for all these wheels, but I have forget to do that, because yes, now it is perfect. Okay, and don't select these all components again, once again I'm telling. Okay, right? So now we are going to connect only the wheel setup with the set driven key controller, and we are going to give an external steering controller. Okay, we are going to create a controller curve, and we are going to simply parent, or we are going to simply constrain it with the steering. Okay, so I have told you the logic why we are not connecting this to this, but it is possible, but it is not meaningful, okay, usually. So yes, let me go and finalize the let me go to attribute editor and freeze the translate x and y position. So first, if this is the 0th position, then I should go to the maximum limit first. So I'm going to the maximum limit. Okay, I'm just coming the side view to confirm the maximum limit. Yes, and then transferring the values to the maximum. Then coming to the down, just transferring the value. Okay, now the steering wheel limit has been set, and let us keep it in 0th position. Okay, now how many connectivities we need to give? First connectivity we should give with the front wheel. Okay, front left wheel, go to the set driven key, select this steering left and right, load as driver, translate Y, and select this front left wheel groove and check which rotate axis of rotation it need to be given. Okay, so it is rotate Y. Okay, so I'm just going to select rotate Y. It both of them, both of the driver and the driven are in 0th position, and I'm giving key. Okay, now so to turn right, I should go to the top. To turn left, I should come to the bottom. So I'm just going to turn this wheel right. Okay, this side. So I should check how far it can practically turn. See, don't bother about the skin which is penetrating out of the mesh, because it is since it is a cartonic design. Okay, there are some design flaws. Okay, so uh, don't worry about that. Okay, just to learn the logic, I will give you a better model so that you can practice well. Okay, and so I'm just going to go. What is this? The window is open. Okay, closing it. Just going to go to the top, turning to the right. So select the left wheel group, turn to a moderate radius. Okay, it's minus 28. Okay, just telling minus 25. This is moderate and believable. Okay, yes. Give key. Now bring this controller to the middle and bring it to the bottom to steer left. So again, I'm going to select this, rotate Y. What this is door group? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, rotate Y, rotate outwards. Okay, and this one also should be moderately acceptable rotation. Okay, you can see from the front view. Okay, 24, we'll give 25 maximum. That's it. Okay, again, I'm telling you, do not bother about the penetrations. Okay, so yes, that's it. Now give key. Okay, now the steering wheel operates fine. So you should keep in mind that uh, check once again. Okay, good. See, we should keep in mind that we should give the same values of this wheel group when it comes to uh, giving rotation for this wheel group. The same value should be applied here. Okay, the value of this group should be applied here. The value should be the same because only then it will be what visible visibly uniform. Okay, the rotation will be uniform. Okay, if not it will be looking awkward. So again I'm selecting this controller and making it as driver, then I'm selecting this right wheel group. Okay, and I'm making it as driven. Select the translate Y and rotate Y. Yes, rotate Y, right? Yes, rotate Y. So this is the zeroth position for both the controller and the wheel. So I'm giving key and rotating outwards. It is minus 37. Actually we are given minus 25, so I'm giving minus 25. Okay, before that I need to change the value of this. Okay, go to the top, select the front left wheel group, set the value minus 25. Same front right wheel group, give the value minus 25. See, now you can see the front wheel rotation is, or the turning radius, or the turning right turn, the maximum tire or wheel turning is looking similar. Give key. Okay, okay, make it 0 and come down again and select the front left wheel group. Yes, plus 25, and again I'm giving plus 25. Okay, rotate to the left or steering towards the left. Okay, I'm giving key. Right, now you can see both the wheels. Okay, both the wheels of the car are rotating properly. Okay, I hope all of you are clear with this. Okay, and now let us see how to give connections for the steering wheel. See, I am just feeling this door is disturbing me, so I'll open the door. Right, window left or door left. Okay, open the door so that I can enter into the car and I can select the wheel, steering wheel properly. Or else I can even change the color of the wheel. It is completely black in color, and okay, where is it? Yes, now I can see the steering wheel properly. Okay, okay, let us give connection to the steering wheel. See, there is one small error or glitch in the rotation of this steering wheel. See, I can select the steering wheel, but when it comes to the rotation, see what happens. How it rotates, you can see. Okay, it is rotating in a weird way. Okay, even though the pivot point of the steering wheel is in the middle, but the positioning of the object is in a slanting position. Okay, it is not located as a straight line. It is in a what it is bent, or it is slanting in some particular degree. Okay, so first of all, how to change the rotation axis. Okay, we have seen about gimbal rotation. Okay, in this axis orientation there is something called gimbal, or the world, or the object. Okay, or even we can press D and we can turn the rotation radius, then we can see it is rotating, but still it is not rotating properly. So all this gimbal rotation and anything is not going to help. So there is some other technique which we are going to learn. It is a small technique, but it will be helpful in every way. Okay, so first let me check where is that isolate selector. Yes, now it is clear. Okay, so how to change the rotation axis permanently for this object. Okay, because it should rotate properly, not like this. So the first step, go to the menu and find something like this, which is called selection by component type. Okay, select this. Then later, okay, come here to the question mark and click on that and right click on that. You can see local rotation axis and image planes. Okay, so select on the local rotation axis alone. Okay, turn off image planes, keep only the local rotation axis on, turn off image planes, right click and you can check local rotation axis is on. Okay, right now you can what cannot select it in object mode. You have selected only the component, okay, the miscellaneous component, and uh, once when I select the object, you can see the rotation, actual rotation axis. Okay, now I can uh, rotate it. Okay, now I can, okay, actually the rotation tool is, I should be giving reset. Yes, I should go give 0. Now I should rotate the rotate Z value like this. Control Z, I'm telling you again. Okay, reset your rotation tool, select your object, and going to click and rotate the orientation of the object in this way. Okay, now I'm going to this turn off all these things and I'm going to click on select by object type. Now once if you see, okay, the rotation axis of this object is permanently changed. You can see it is rotating properly. Okay, actually this technique will help you in everywhere, even in modeling or animation or wherever it is. Okay, all it is like you just should keep in mind. Sorry. Yes, rotate X. Yes, that's it. Rotate Z. What is that? I'm making it. Yes, but no need to bother about that. We have changed the axis. Okay. Now it is like once when you select the steering wheel. Okay. I said earlier we should not keep on multiple inputs on the mesh, but once when it comes in few conditions where there is no options, okay, where there is no other go, we can do it. Okay, because we know how to remove the influence using the component editor. Okay, we saw it when we are rigging the fingers. It is like uh, doing the paint weight and all things, how to limit or how to remove the unwanted influence over any skin, any mesh. Okay, that can be done using the component editor. So keeping the component editor as our life jacket, in this case we are going to directly connect this steering wheel with the steering controller. Okay, because why am I going to do this? Because we have changed the orientation of the steering wheel as of it should look realistic in all the views. Okay, in front view as well as the side view as well as the perspective view. Okay, but what will happen? Okay, what will happen when we connect it with this group? Okay, initially I have created a group. Okay, uh, but the thing is, for the what as a discipline, whatever the thing we are going to give connectivity, I have created group for all these things. But now practically seeing, okay, we have changed the rotation or the orientation of this wheel. When I'm selecting this group again, I'm getting the same issue, like the wheel is rotating in a different axis, right? So I'm just going to connect the steering wheel directly to the pan control of the steering left and right, because this group is there, right? Steering wheel group, the pivot of this group cannot be changed as like what we did for the skin. Okay, see, we did change the pivot of this. We can see, you can see it, the rotation is completely changed. But when you select the wheel group and when you go to the component editor, okay, it is like it is mostly not possible for us to what uh, change the, what you can see it, change the rotation pivot. Okay, even though I'm selecting local rotation axis, okay, I cannot change the rotation axis of the particular group. Okay, and once if I change it, it will affect the components or the objects within the group. So that is one disadvantage of this group concept. Okay, otherwise the grouping is an biggest what support for us in rigging. So now I'm going to just ungroup it. Okay, see, we can what we may try few more techniques, but I just wanted not to confuse you, right? So I'm just going to ungroup it. Okay, I'm just going to, sorry, yes, select the steering wheel group. I'm going to ungroup. Okay, keep it things by default, reset by default, and give ungroup. Okay, the group will be removed, and you can see, yeah, you can see the moving axis is as like the world, but only the rotation axis is changed. Okay, after removing the group, you can see it is clearly isolated. Okay, it is separate structure. Now I'm going to give a little bit kind of clear naming. Okay, just going to give steering wheel, that's all. Okay, uh, now we are going to give connect this steering wheel with an animation controller, like actually few minutes back I said we are going to connect it with set-driven key. Actually it is not, I just told you in the earlier stage, not this controller. Okay, mistakenly I have selected this controller. Actually we should create another controller curve. You know how to create a controller curve. Select a curve, create it. Okay, You can select this and we can isolate this selection. Yes, okay, it is fine to keep this in this position. Okay, resize it. Okay, come over to the top, keep it on the top. Okay, and rotate it. Yes, this is fine, and I think yes, now I'm going to give a freeze transform. I'm going to actually edit the history, modify the transformation. Both are done, and I'm going to give steering control, and here we face the same problem again when it comes to rotation. See, when you rotate this, you can see the rotation is happening in an awkward way. Okay, see, for example, if I'm rotating it in Z, I'm just making it the isolate selection. Okay, so when I'm rotating it in any axis, we can see when I'm rotating it in rotate X. Okay, again it will rotate as like what our steering wheel rotation happened. Okay, so to overcome this, you know very well how to do this. Just go to this select by component. Okay, and right click on this, keep only the local rotation axis turned on. Come to the side view, select this. Okay, and turn the rotation axis and align it exactly on top of the curve. Okay, and leave it. Now right click on this and go to object mode. Okay, now when you select, it is the rotation axis is permanently changed and it is getting rotated in proper way, and the other things, okay, the movement or the translation, those axes are remaining unchanged. Okay, so okay, we are going to connect it actually which axis needed for the rotation of the steering wheel. It is like rotate X, right? So we are going to connect rotate X of this with the rotate, sorry, yes, rotate X of this. Okay, so select this. Okay, and select this, go to constraints. Okay, which constraint we need to give? We need to give orient constraint. Orient constraint is for rotation. Okay, see, you can give only selected axis. See, as of now, in this condition we need only rotation in x-axis. We are giving x-axis. Okay, and I'm giving apply and I'm giving close. So let us check how far it is working. Right, and you can see we have given the connectivity. So let me check. Yes, it is rotating proper. It is rotating proper way, rotating properly. Okay, so now I'm just going to lock and hide the unwanted attributes. Okay, it is actually rotate X, right, of this curve. Fine. Okay, so now I'm going to lock and hide the unnecessary attributes. Okay, unwanted attributes, and here, yes, fine. Now nothing is going to affect this. It will be properly rotating in this way. Okay, so now we are done with the steering wheel, and the thing is, when the steering wheel rotates, we need to rotate the front wheel also. This comes when you are animating. Okay, Keep that in mind. And now closing this door actually, so let us go to the translation and the rotation of these wheels. Okay,